What is up, you guys? GameNut here, and welcome to the start of another Madden Ultimate Team series. Man, Madden 22 is finally upon us. It is good to be back once again this year, fellas. I hope you guys are just as excited to be playing this new Madden as much as I am. Jumping straight into things, though, however, we've got no time to waste. We're all pretty much MUT veterans around these parts, I'd say, so we don't really need to be going over all the little basics and whatnot. But you guys can see the new Ultimate Team menu. I think the new look looks fantastic, and everything looks very nicely cleaned up. But of course, as we're taking a look at our lineup, you guys know the infamous 61 overall bronze starting lineup is what you get day one on Ultimate Team. But that's the whole fun, man, is trying to take this 61 bronze team and trying to turn it into something. Now, as you first log on to Ultimate Team, they're going to make you play these preseason solo challenges, and they're going to give you a couple of packs here. As you guys can see, nothing really crazy, just a couple of silvers to help boost up those bronze players on your team. But you do get yourselves here this campaign player fantasy pack, which you guys can see is all 75 overalls, which is pretty much a gold card. But with all of these cards, they have an elite version in the game, and you can do a set to get them to their full core elite version. Of course, some of them costing more cards in that set depending on how high overall that elite card is, but I decided to go with Chandler Jones here. His core elite is going to be an 84 overall, which obviously, like I said, will be joining our team later on once we do complete that set. Now, with my EA access time, I went ahead and was just grinding out some solo challenges. For starters, here you guys can see the early access ends up giving us an 80 overall or better wide receiver pack, so you guys will see here what we get out of that momentarily. But we also have the rest of our campaign solo challenges, and you guys can see here the rewards on the right hand side. You actually get some pretty good stuff: 100,000 coins, some training, other team items, 16 gold or better players, your team captain, as well as one elite store pack once you do finally finish the entire campaign solo challenges. Now, like I just said, that 80 plus overall core elite wide receiver, man, I'm just hoping we get something besides the base 80-81 receiver. There is no way EA gave me one of the best receivers you can have on your team from day one from a free solo challenge pack, man. That was supposed to be an 80 overall receiver. I could not believe when I got this 87, man. I kind of wish I had my reaction recorded. I was like a deer in headlights, man. I could not believe when I saw the number 87 at the top of the card, man. But you guys can see DeAndre Hopkins' stats, absolutely insane. But things did not stop there. Later on, when I was streaming EA Access on one of my other accounts during my Twitch stream, you guys are going to see what happens next. Alright, well, what's going on here? Is EA targeting me? If my account's been boosted, I mean, an 86 and 87 overall to start the year? I mean, that's just crazy, man. But it's also kind of funny because last year during the EA Play trial time, I also pulled Tyrann Mathieu's core elite card. So I find it kind of cool that back-to-back years, we've got the Honey Badger starting off as our strong safety on the team to start the year. But, of course, you guys did see that Twitch clip. You saw the link on screen. If you guys want to come on over and hang out during the Twitch streams, I stream towards the nighttime around 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to be playing tons of Madden. Also going to be playing the other PlayStation titles that you see me uploading on the channel. But nonetheless, like I said, I'm live pretty much every night. If you guys want to come on over to the Twitch streams, I would really appreciate it. You guys know where to find me. But jumping back into the Ultimate Team stuff here, of course, you guys are seeing the MUT Captain Pack. You guys already know the deal here. 4 legend players that you get to upgrade throughout the year, or of course, you get to choose one of them that you get to upgrade throughout the year. Starting things off, I decided to choose Jack Youngblood as an 85 overall left end on the team. Now, if you guys did just see those gold packs that were sitting next to our MUT Captain there, I opened those immediately after picking our Jack Youngblood right there, and from a gold or better player, what is my luck this year? I mean, what is going on? Now we get ourselves an 84 core elite Harrison Smith. I mean, it is a duplicate position. We've got 2 elite strong safeties now, but hey, I'm not complaining about that whatsoever, man. We can move this guy over to free safety or something. I just find it kind of crazy, man. To start this year, we're getting some very nice core elites right out of the gate. Now, down the road, we are going to have to make some room there at that position, however, because some of you guys may know this, our ultimate champion this year is what you guys may know as your MUT Master. They decided to change the name this year. We've got Cam Chancellor as our ultimate champion, which I'm all about this, man. I was a giant Cam Chancellor fan when he was still playing, man. It was definitely a little sad when he retired kind of early, but, understanding, I think it was because of injuries and whatnot, but Cam Chancellor being your MUT Master, Ultimate Champion, whatever you want to call it. I'm pumped about this one, man. He starts off as a 76 overall. A couple of other cards that you get from leveling up. We've got a Team Builder Fantasy Pack as well as our Season Champion Fantasy Pack. You guys know what the Team Builders, pretty much all these are. 84 overalls. There's 2 from every single team to choose from. No surprise here. We're going with my team, my Ravens. And I mean, we're going with the offensive line. Anytime you don't have to spend coins upgrading your offensive line, I'm all about it. So decided to go there and pick up Ben Powers, 84 overall at right guard. Now your Season Champion Fantasy Pack, it seems like every season throughout Ultimate Team this year, they're going to be adding 2 new of these cards that you can add to your team and continue to upgrade throughout the season, which I believe you upgrade these cards just by literally getting your MUT level up. So Devin Hester is the choice I decided to go with instead of Junior Seau there. I mean, Devin Hester, he's going to be a return man. He could be a receiver. He's going to be on our team for a long time and is going to be able to fill in at multiple positions. Now, next thing up, we have our Veterans Loyalty Fantasy Pack. You get to choose any of these elite cards. If you played any previous Madden titles, you guys probably can assume one of the cards we're going to be picking there. Of course, my man, MP Juice Man, Marcus Peters. Well, that's one of my favorite players of all time. Of course, now him being on my Baltimore Ravens. But I also decided to go ahead and pick up Richie Incognito and Akeem Hicks, some big boys up in the trenches. Moving forward, we now have our pre-order Dynasty Edition rewards from getting Madden 22. Lots of goodies here on the screen, man. We've got 27 Gold Team Fantasy Packs and a couple of other guaranteed free elite cards that'll be joining our team. Now, to start things off with our Gold Team Fantasy Packs, nothing too crazy, man. Every single year I kind of get excited about these, but they always seem to disappoint me a little bit. But I'm not going to complain too much this year. We got a couple of decent pulls, I guess. Starting things off, we've got 83 overall Aaron Jones. Looks like we've got ourselves our starting running back out of the gate. From the Packers, of course, he's got amazing stats, obviously, on the ground game, but the good thing about him is he, of course, has that catching ability, and that's great to have from a day 1 running back. Of course, opening a Ravens pack here, we've got to do my favorite team. We got the Cookie Monster, the big man, 6'8", Calais Campbell, joining our defensive line. I'm not mad about this pull whatsoever. You guys can check out his stats. Of course, like I said, I mean, 6'8" down on the defensive line. We should be getting swats for days, but that's pretty much all I got from those Team Gold Fantasy Packs. I did get a couple of other like 80 or 81 overalls, but nothing crazy that you guys really want to see. But next up, we've got this Legends Fantasy Pack, deciding between Tom Brady's or Patrick Mahomes. These had 2 elite cards, 2 85 overalls, which I decided to choose Patrick Mahomes, of course, because, I mean, Deion Sanders and Randy Moss, I mean, come on. The other choices were kind of neat. Wes Welker was in the Tom Brady pack, which at some point this year, I'm going to get my man Wes Welker, because he's one of my favorite players. I liked watching him when he was in the NFL, but you guys are seeing Deion Sanders, Randy Moss, they will be joining our team. Next up, we have the NFL Stars Fantasy Pack. Again, lots of cool pre-order rewards here this year, man. We get to choose 1 free 83 overall card here, which you guys can see they're pretty much all elites from every single team. They've all been bumped down to an 83 overall, whether they're a higher overall or lower overall elite. You guys can see here, we decided to go with Miles Jack, middle linebacker, 83 overall. Of course, like I did say, you guys might have been surprised by that choice, but we need to have a linebacker there, somebody that we can use her in the middle of the field. And then finally, last but not least, you guys know from pre-ordering, you got to choose pretty much between the core elite of Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes. And I mean, come on, man. Tom Brady? Who's choosing Tom Brady when you can have Patrick Mahomes? Of course, we have the power-up. Decided to get a little bit more training. We almost were about halfway there with the training. And we now have our Patrick Mahomes powered up to an 89 overall. He will be, of course, our day 1 quarterback for Ultimate Team, man. But that is finally going to do it for all of the new players that will be joining our team here for the first episode of Ultimate Team, man. Taking a look at our squad now, 82 overall is what our team is sitting at here at day 1, man. You gotta love it. Taking a look at the team, Patrick Mahomes has tons of weapons to throw to, man. DeAndre Hopkins, Randy Moss, Aaron Jones in the backfield. We've got Mark Andrews power up at an 80 overall currently for our starting tight end. The offensive line needs a little bit of work, but that's okay. Plenty of time to make those upgrades. We've just got elites at the guard positions. And of course, on the defense, man, I love the way things look over here as well. The linebacking core looks good with Chandler Jones, Matthew Judon on the edge. We've got Miles Jack being our middle linebacker. The secondary is looking spectacular. Our safeties being held down by Harrison Smith, the Honey Badger. Our corners, we've got Primetime, MP Juice Man, my guy Marcus Peters. And down on the defensive line, we've got the big guys, Jack Youngblood, and the Cookie Monster, 6'8", Calais Campbell down there. I'd say it's safe to say our team is ready for our first game on head-to-head seasons on Ultimate Team, man. You guys can see the new look here. I think it looks very clean, looks great. Let's see if our team can start things off on a strong note this year. First game of the year, and we are kicking things off here in Green Bay. We, of course, are the away team. You guys did see my opponent's top three. Had some solid players there. Julio Jones as his third best player. But to start things off on the kickoff, Deion Primetime Sanders almost really just took our very first opening kickoff of the game for a touchdown. I mean, he was close. He got halfway there, but it doesn't really matter because our first opening drive did not start off so hot, man. Getting sacked for a big loss on third down, but it's okay because we returned the favor to our opponent. Chandler Jones on third down also, once again, getting a big sack on third down. 4th and 20 now for my opponent. So it's like, you know, nothing really happened here. Later on in the first quarter, back out on offense once again. 2nd and 11 for Patrick Mahomes. He's got all day in the pocket, finding DeAndre Hopkins for his first catch on our team, trying to make the defenders miss, but he ends up getting tackled down to the 17-yard line. That's not a first catch for DeAndre Hopkins on our team, going for 51 yards. 2nd and 10 now, a play later, Aaron Jones going with a screen play, hopping over his own offensive lineman, cutting it outside, getting down to the 3-yard line. Okay, we're starting to move now a little bit on offense. Things are going good. Next play on 1st and goal, Patrick Mahomes looking to throw it once again. However, there is absolutely nobody even close to this man. No one in the vicinity of Patrick Mahomes, so we are going to be taking that for an easy, untouched walk-in touchdown. And there you go. Our first touchdown of Madden 22 Ultimate Team is, of course, by none other than our starting quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. So, coming back out on defense now, we've got ourselves that 7-0 lead. Let's hopefully be able to hold on to that lead in this game. Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, coming up with a nice hit stick there on the running back. 2nd and inches now. Chandler Jones is coming up with his 2nd sack of the game, man. This guy is already showing out here on our first head-to-head matchup. It's turning out to be a pretty good decision that we added him on our team.
Gotcha, bitch.
And on 3rd and 10, he just tried to get rid of it because he was about to get taken down for another sack, but Miles Jack was there getting the interception, our first pick on the season. And man, you've got to be kidding me. You guys see this? New Year, same old, man. People just rage quitting off of 1 touchdown leads. I mean, come on, man. There was plenty of time left in that game, but hey, I'm not going to complain about free wins and free coins, man. So starting off the year with a victory, you love to see it. 1-0 now on our season. Of course, we've got to jump into a second game, man, because I think that wasn't enough here to see with this new team to start things off in the first episode. Right out of the gate, Lamar Jackson as quarterback for my opponent here on this team in a Tennessee Titans uniform. I don't know how that's really sitting with me here. Calais Campbell now coming up with his first sack on our team and in this game, already making a play here. 4th and 4 now for my opponent. He was going no huddle quite a bit in this game. Able, however, to find his tight end here, Darren Waller, for a reception, the 2nd reception here in this game, able to continue this drive. I'll play later on 1st and 10 now. Raheem Mostert at running back. This guy's got some speed to him. Able to take it down to the 17-yard line. Again, Honey Badger, this dude is everywhere coming up with tackles, preventing these touchdowns from happening. He seems like he's always the last guy on our defense making that tackle. Another run play back-to-back from Mostert, able to take it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal now for my opponent after a few more failed rush plays with Mostert. Goes to the air with him and gets a touchdown. Oh man, hey, we gotta go to the booth for that one, man. I don't know, that ball looked like it barely crossed the line there. Cam Chancellor tackled him immediately, but hey, it is what it is, man. My opponent now with a 7-0 lead to start off this game. Time to come out on offense for the first time in this game. Aaron Jones getting the first carry. A very nice first rush here as well. 18 yards there for that play. Next up, 1st and 10, Patrick Mahomes trying to go back to the air once again. Finding our tight end, Mark Andrews there right over the user. Okay, stick work is a little sloppy. Let's ignore that, okay? Hey, we're getting used to the new movement. It's a new Madden, man. I actually, for one, really love the way that movement feels this year. I think it's kind of more realistic, honestly. But, like, it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, of course, as you can see there with that run with Mark Andrews. Devin Hester here with his first catch on our team, coming up with a clutch first down there on 3rd down. And a play later on 2nd and 10. DeAndre Hopkins, Nuke getting into the end zone for his first time on the team, man. You gotta love DeAndre Hopkins. Going up now, 7-7. Okay, maybe not. Maybe the score is 6-7. Hey, listen, it's not my fault, man. Okay, Madden still has laggy kick meters. I can't help it.
Gotcha, bitch.
But as you guys are seeing now, all the way down to the 7-yard line, my opponent ended up throwing an interception to our slot cornerback, Janoris Jenkins. That guy's been always making plays for us throughout our years here on Ultimate Team, man. But right at the very end of the second quarter, my opponent wasn't able to get any points. But Aaron Jones is getting a rush down the sideline, going out at the 32 perfectly with 1 second left on the clock, setting us up for a field goal. All right, what is this sick joke, man? I'm already done with this kicker. I can promise you guys that by the next episode, we are going to have a new kicker on this team.
Gotcha, bitch.
But maybe not a new slot quarterback, because Janoris Jenkins, I mean, this is the gold card on our team, man, and a second interception in this game. I mean, you gotta be kidding me, man. It's the gold cards that are making plays on our team now. Getting another turnover. We have a chance to regain the lead here. Randy Moss on the slant, getting his first catch on our team here. 1st and 10 now, going to Aaron Jones. There's a big opening there in that middle of that defensive line, so we've got to exploit the run game here. Down now to the 6-yard line, back-to-back going to Aaron Jones. Once again, a nice cut up into the inside there. I really like the way running animations feel this year as well, man. I don't know. I think some people are on the fence about it, but for me, at least at the start of the year, I think things kind of feel pretty good, at least with movement and whatnot. But now 12-7 game. We, of course, went for it. A 2-point conversion clearly failed. But once again, the D-line is getting some pressure today. Matthew Judon now getting in on the party, getting himself a sack, and also a forced fumble on the play. And Jack Youngblood was there to get the recovery. So now it's looking like we might be able to close out this game, and Randy Moss on the deep pass. Nobody near him, able to secure that, make sure he stays in bounds there, as we're now down to the 30-yard line. 3rd and 3. We got to convert here, so we can't give our opponent the ball back. And it is once again Randy Moss on the playmaker, almost getting into the end zone, man. He got robbed in that touchdown. He deserved that one there, but down to the one, like I said, it's simple. Hand it off to Aaron Jones. We're going to be getting ourselves another rushing touchdown here. And that is pretty much going to seal the deal here for my opponent. You guys are seeing the scoreboard. I might have ran things up a little bit and got one more last-second touchdown, as you guys did see there. But nonetheless, man, we ended up getting the victory there on my opponent. And we are starting off our Madden 22 Ultimate Team season with a 2-0 record. Couldn't ask for much more than that, man. This team played spectacular. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed, man. I am super excited to once again be back here with you guys for another Madden Ultimate Team series, man. I'm going to be trying to do more Madden videos, trying to be more consistent this year. I know it's repeating myself. I say it over and over again, but hey, we just got to make it happen. But anyways, for those of you guys that are here sticking with me for Madden Ultimate Team, once again, I appreciate you guys. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.